Hello everyone. Today we will be unboxing and looking at the Noevsbig Magnifying Glass desk lamp. I think that's how you say that name. I've been doing a lot of work in my garage with a workbench, and having a magnifying desk lamp I think is really helpful, especially when you're looking at chips such as these. Um, you know, um, if you need to look at some of the chips manufactured or solder or do things that's really small and you need to look at, this thing is very useful. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what comes in the box. And if you do a lot of soldering or a lot of I don't know, stuff that you need to magnify with, if you need to check porous material, I think this thing is really good to get. And let me open up the box and let's see what it comes with. So upon opening, this is what you get. So you got a manual here. It looks like it tells you a couple of steps to adjust here and how to put it on. I'm gonna wing it, and hopefully I don't break anything. So you got your cloth here to clean the lens. I think this is a glass lens, so just be careful when you're working with that. And you got a beefy clamp. This is a good selling point because a lot of the desks are you don't know what the width, the thickness is, and a lot of professional desks could be super thick. And this clamp here, look at it. It looks like it supports a really thick desk, probably roughly 3 inches. So if you have like a 3 inch thick desk, maybe a little bit smaller because this thing is there too. But let's say safely like 3 1/4 or 2 1/4. I mean thickness. You should be good to go. Yeah. So yeah, very big clamp there. And then let's pull out everything here. So I'm going to take everything out. So that's everything out of the box. And then you also got the plug for the light here, which is a USB-A plug, but we'll get to that. So this does have, even though it's a magnifying glass, it does have LED lights underneath, and you can change the brightness to it. So we'll get to that. So I'm gonna take this out. Then there looks to be a Velcro here that you can use. And you know what? For the sake of just for the sake of me just doing it properly, let me skim through the instruction book real fast, and I'll be back. So I'm looking at this, and most of the stuff is already assembled out of the box. Step 1, 2, 3, 4 is kind of showing you how to put this together and how to run the wires, but it's already good to go. We just need to mount this onto a desk. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mount this on my little review desk here. So I'm just going to clamp this on the desk. Okay, so I'm not going to do it too tight because this is actually a plastic desk. So I got this clamp. Let me move it a little bit so you guys can see it. So kind of clamp this over here. You can't see it, but I'm going to now take this guy and I'm going to put this down. You know what? Let me get another angle because this isn't working. I want to show you guys where it bolts on, so I'll be back. Okay, so I kind of adjusted the arm a little bit just to get everything ready. And going to my other camera here, I put it on the table here, so it's clamped down. And this thing here kind of holds the arm in place when you tighten it in to clamp against the arm. So you would put the arm into this hole easily and just kind of, you could kind of move it around, but when you have it set, just tighten this bolt here and then it will be set and then it will be tight. And then you got other bolts, you got other knobs here, like you got a knob down here to tighten if you're working on something and then you need to adjust. just loosen it up so you can move it around freely, and then when you're ready to work, tighten it up by tightening the knob here as well. So it's pretty easy to install, and looks like it's full. It's kind of got like full range on here, so it's pretty nice. It's kind of like a desk light if you ever played with one of these, or boom arm, Microsoft boom arm. So fully 360 adjust. It goes around 360. You can tighten it down, and then these arms are fully adjustable to however you like it. So let's go back to the bird's eye view, and yeah, this is pretty much the bird's eye view for it. And before we continue, we do have a plug here, which I'm going to run power to. So I'm going to run it to the back here. It is a USB plug, which is pretty cool. So you just kind of plug it in, and then we'll plug it into a power source. Run these in the back, and then you got your power switch here, which it shines blue when it's on. So you could turn it on here. So then you got lighting with your dust setup. So that's pretty cool. You could increase the brightness with the up and down arrow here. So up and then minus to decrease. So that's pretty cool. And then you can switch lighting here to different white balance light, so however you like. So you got a few of those options there, and obviously you can adjust the brightness and which each different white light that you set, and then you can pretty much turn on and off right here as well. So that's pretty neat. So this thing here, again, you got a knob here to fully loosen it, so you can adjust it around as you need. 360, there's the light. Almost 360, but you don't need to go all the way up. And magnifying glass looks pretty good. So I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna tighten it up here. And then I'm going to tighten it down here too, so it doesn't move around. And then on the bottom, so you got, at each pivot point, you got these thumb screws where you can tighten and loosen so that when you need to work on something, it's perfectly still and it's not moving. And there's a little label on the side here. It says, to ensure the magnifier can offer the best zoom effect, please be sure the distance between the magnifier and watch item is less than 5 inches. So obviously you don't want to go all the way close up. Give yourself about 5 inches. So let's say if I want to look at this circuit board here, you know, this is what it looks like without the magnifying glass. But if you need to look at it, so I mean, I know with the camera it might be a little hard to see based off the angle, but like for me looking at it, it's really clear. And so if you move it down, if you move it towards the lens, it doesn't look like a zoom, but if you move it down, look, you can kind of see how much more zoomed it is, and you could actually read the wording on the chip, and you can actually read the little tiny letters on it. So I know it's a little bit harder to see on the camera, but to the naked eye, this thing is awesome. Yeah, I could definitely see stuff fully detailed. So they say it does about 12x zoom. And yeah, it works good. The lens look really nice. It looks high quality. And it is. Feels like glass. Yeah, it is glass. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's just a pretty simple product. Out of the box, ready to use in like less than 5 minutes. And you could start working on it. Really good for people, like I said, who solders, who need to look at small things really close up without straining your eyes. I love how the lights, you could choose different white light balance to the ones you like, and you can adjust the brightness as well. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Yeah, I know, don't trust what the YouTube picture looks like on the video. It looks a lot better in person, because yeah, I could actually see it a lot zoomed up when I'm actually using the glass, looking straight down than what this camera can pick up. So yeah, there you have it. This is a desk lamp. I'll put the link below. It looks like it works really well. And if you have any questions with it, go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you guys would use this magnifying glass for. And like I always, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Till next time.